Yes, folks. It's the one and only notorious glorious Vita Gorilla Condoms coming to you live with my main man El Cuco working the airwaves, making sure this broadcast is coming out crispy and clean. And with that being said, also guys, follow us on Twitter at Real Rogue Money, at Real Rogue News. Check us out on the website roguenews.com. Rogue News on every single podcasting app known to humanity. And also, guys, I am over there at the Gadfly Network. So check out the gadfly.vhx.tv. That's the gadfly.vhx.tv. Siege is the link in the description box. Yes. No?
Did you say something, P?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. So check it out, guys. Links in the description box. And with that being said, also check out our sponsors, mycbdedibles.com, mycbdedibles.com. Whether you need some delicious coffee or you need to get some chocolate peanut butter truffles, the almond, coconut, pecan truffles, the doggy treats for your dog, whatever it is that you need, check it out, mycbdedibles.com. Siege, we got any specials running for that?
We are getting ready to launch a buy any CBD item, whether it's the truffles, the Buckeyes, buy any one item and get coffee 50% off. That's launching Saturday morning.
Boom. That's going to be awesome. Oh my God. You mean to tell me I could have my almond pecan truffles?
Yeah, and with your coffee, 50% off.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Jump on that. And guys, check out watchustrade.io. Watchustrade.io. Go there. Join the crypto revolution. The greatest move in crypto. Hold on, I gotta take a swig of water, Siege.
Go for it.
Love that reverse osmosis. Anyway, the greatest move in cryptos is coming. Believe you me, I don't have psychic abilities or remote viewing capabilities, but what I would tell you is that I do work in the OTC networks, and I see what all the deals that are coming through OTC, especially through our liquidation platform, which is called liquidbase.io. And I'll tell you right now, guys, you want to get on board the fast track on cryptos. Now is the time. Now is the time for you to get involved in crypto. So go to the watchustrade.io website, watchustrade.io website, and join the school. You can do month-to-month credit card payments. You can do 3-month Bitcoin for a discount. You can do 6 months membership with Bitcoin for a discount. So it's the best way for you to get in and make a killing. We have literally had people quit their jobs, and this is all they do is trade. So it's pretty damn exciting. Go check it out. And with that being said, Siege, what's crack-a-lackin'?
Hey, good morning, V. Doing great. It's Friday, and the weather's starting to change here in the Midwest. We got some winter weather heading this way. I hate to say that, but how you doing, V?
Man, it was cold as heck this morning, bro.
It was.
This morning, I finally got some new tires put on the car, which are more capable for the cold climate here in New York. I was running Michelin Pilot Super Sports, which, if you know anything about high performance vehicles, running Michelin Pilot Super Sports is, especially when the temperatures dip to below 40, is suicidal. It's just suicidal, especially when you got 750 horsepower at the crank. That is a big danger sign. Big disaster waiting to happen. So I got, it was cold as heck. So I'm glad I got my new Bridgestone RE 980s in time. Love those tires. My God, if you need an ultra high performance seasonal, and this is not some paid advertisement. I'm a tire nut. I love a good pair of tires. I think it's the most important thing you put on your car. I'm a huge Michelin fan. I love Bridgestone. I love Continentals. Dude, that Bridgestone RE 980 is an amazing tire. I'm very impressed with it. Great steering feedback, grips really well, and if it snows like 4 inches, you're fine. You can actually get home and not die. So I got the tires in just in time, CJ. I'm very happy about that.
Good deal.
Little things, CJ. It's the little things that get me happy. Oh man. Where do we begin, bro? I'm still just overjoyed with Ruth Bader Ginsburg breaking her ribs. And I know Jim has a few comments he's going to give on that on the Gadfly and some of the election stuff as well. But a lot of interesting things happening. Ginsburg is literally a heartbeat away from being replaced. Literally, CJ, a heartbeat away from being replaced.
Well, I
So,
heard that all the Hollywood celebs are coming to her rescue. They're like
well,
offering her a kidney. They're offering her their ribs. I mean, they're like one
yeah, I never heard of a rib transplant. Have you?
never.
These idiot libtards.
Well, they were even to do
My
a
ribs.
spirit cooking and bring her some blood of some young virgin, but I don't know whether that'll happen or not. But
What's that thing that they drink? These crazy elitists. What do they drink, man?
oh, you don't even know. I think it's like sperm with blood and
No, dude, not that one. That's
oh
that's the other spirit cooking crap.
oh I don't know.
This one is what is it, man? It's some sort of chroma some whatever. Yeah.
Chromatin? I don't know. I don't know. Wait, no, I'm not sure. Did I lose you, V?
No. It's chroma something. I'm trying to think of it, man. Ultra chrome, whatever. Anyway, it's the blood of infants or something like that. You know, whatever. Anyway, getting off on a tangent over here, but yeah. So interesting stuff going on with the elections. I think the election thing is still hot. We see that Florida governor Rick Scott has filed a lawsuit. Smart of him to do so because the Miami Broward County, being a hotbed of Democrat, it is a Democrat deep state holdout, and the Democrats over there are have been caught multiple times, especially with the election of Wasserman Schultz. They were caught burning ballots, hiding wallets, stuffing ballots. Throwing it in dumpsters, throwing it on the side of the freeway. I mean, it was just disgusting and lecherous on how they were acting and behaving over there. And so much fishy business happening in the Miami Broward area, excuse me, in Florida, where there's massive election fraud because the Democrats are trying to overturn some of these Senate seats. And we see this not only in Florida, man, but also in Arizona with you have that crazy psychopath woman named Nancy Sinema, whatever the hell her name is, and the senator, the lady that's running for her opponent, McSally, who's a decorated war veteran. It should be a damn near no-brainer, but the insanity continues, man, and the libtards are on a march because they understand that the power that the Senate holds, and if they can somehow close the gap in the Senate, they could go a long way of trying to obstruct the president. So, and the funny thing is, and I don't, Jim and I were talking about, it, and you were on that call as well, Siege, where the details that'll be in the Gadfly. Jim kind of talked about it, so you guys got to go to the Gadfly.vhx.tv and subscribe. It's less than $10 a month, and I'm telling you, when we fill that bad boy up with talent, you're not going to go nowhere. With content, the amount of content we're going to put in there, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, man. You're gonna love it. But so big things are still going with the election, CJ, and I don't see that stopping, my man. I don't see that stopping. I think it's going to continue to get worse, but I think there's going to be some resolution coming, and I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. Siege, what do you think?
I think, again, I think if legislatively, if there's some things that get accomplished, that would be great. But I just doubt it. Right? I mean, you just look at everything that's taken place, since then. I mean, since the midterms, Ginsburg, she nearly croaked. She fell down. You had, Nancy Pelosi that apparently is ready to take the realm as Speaker of the House. I imagine probably with the events unfolding, and I think it was very strategic of what happened in Thousand Oaks, California, with that quote unquote event. I could see them specifically targeting.
We can't use those words, Siege. We can only use words like photo op, and the guy was taking a lot of photos.
I think immigration is the first thing, especially since they're bringing all this caravan to the border. I think that's the first thing is immigration that they'll try going after, and then they'll back that up with gun control, and along that way they will keep attacking Trump with different requesting his tax records and all this kind of crazy stuff. So just more chaos, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly, man. So A lot of chaos and chaos everywhere we look. I'm going to be detailing over in the Gadfly the shenanigans that are happening in Saudi Arabia, folks. There's a lot of things happening in the Saudi sector of things in the sandbox. All sorts of shenanigans happening over there, and how the petrodollar and the death of the petrodollar, the coming new currency, all these things will be detailed. So I'm going to save it for that. Also, folks, when we look at some of the hot button topics this morning, Siege, I don't know if you got a chance to check out some of the latest headlines. Have you?
I'll bring it up right now. Go for it.
Yeah, man. Fire rages in Southern California out of nowhere. Siege, another fire, middle of fall. I don't even know how this happens, man. I mean, geez, Louise, bro, unreal. More fire. Trio of wildfires claim the strength. It's getting stronger and stronger. Mass exodus. Video showing terrified people driving the heck out of there, trying to escape. Malibu is evacuated. The Bay Area is literally being choked, man. I mean, it's nuts.
It's not enough that like they basically have moved out enough to change Texas, right? I mean, with Cruz, the amount of people that are leaving, but I think it's an estimated 300,000 people that have been evacuated. It'd be very interesting to dig in to where these fires are occurring and see if there's any specific segment of society, maybe conservatives, maybe people who are trying to counter the liberal movement in California. Many people are upset, V, that there's current tax legislation on the table that's going to nearly double the amount of funds for the homelessness, and why most people will say, hey, that's a good thing. Just throwing money at it isn't necessarily the right thing to do. In fact, most of the time that happens, that usually drives up homelessness because then it attracts people to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, California is a beautiful state, beautiful weather. I love it from that perspective, but unfortunately, it looks like they're trying to burn out any type of counter narrative, counter people who do not want that type of liberal utopia created there in California. I may be wrong, V.
Liberal and utopia doesn't work. Those are two completely, diametrically opposed things right there. Liberal and tyrannical hell works quite well together, actually, quite well. And you can also say that with the far right; they're no better either. Anyway, Siege report just came out: 114,637,000 American households getting government assistance. Bro, is that great?
Woohoo!
Is that great, man? The welfare generation: 51.7% of kids in 2017 lived in households getting government assistance. 51.7 kids getting government cheese in this country in 2017. That's the last sentence that was done. The Census Bureau released a new data that strengthens the case for calling the current generation of American children the welfare generation. See, never in my life have I seen the numbers this staggering. Among American residents under 18 years of age in 2017, according to the Census Bureau, 51.7 lived in households in which one or more persons received benefits from a means-tested government program. That was down slightly from the 52.1% of Americans under 18 in 2016 who lived in households receiving means-tested government assistance. But in each of the last 5 years on record, 2013 to 17, according to the Census Bureau, at least 51% of Americans under 18 have lived in households receiving means-tested assistance. The fact that damn near 52% in 2017 was the lowest percentage of any. Didn't exactly what I said years ago, see? Forget the stupid census.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's talk about the gorillas. Let's talk about gorilla stats.
Go for it.
Didn't I say about 3 years ago that damn near 52% of the countries is effectively non-productive?
You did, V.
I did over and over and over again. I've been saying it in 3 years ago. I was saying it 2 years ago. I was saying it 1 year ago. I kept saying it, Siege. I kept saying it. 52% of the country is effectively non-productive. And now this U.S. Census Bureau has proven what I've been saying from the beginning. Because granted, there's overlap between the number of people on food stamps, the number of people that are permanently unemployed, meaning they try to find a job. They've been trying to find it for damn near 2 years, and they've literally fallen out the workforce. And the 100-some-odd million that are receiving some sort of governmental assistance. Granted, there's some overlap, but when you put the whole entire pie together, you're looking at 52% of the country is effectively non-productive. That's a scary thought. 52% of the country is effectively non-productive. They're either underemployed or they're receiving some sort of benefits. They're trying to find a job. Then on top of that, I mean, you have a jobs boom. There's no doubt about it. There's some great paying jobs out there. And I think as time goes on, more and more regulations get taken down, more and more of the bloated bureaucracies are taken out of the way, the better it does. And it's pretty interesting, Siege, when you look at all these red states, right? I'm looking at all the charts right now, and I look at the red states. The red states are doing pretty damn well. They're doing pretty well for the overall. New York is dying. We're bleeding out 150,000 people a year, leaving the state, not coming back. Why? Because the taxes are asinine. Like I told you the other day, I was over at the repair shop and getting my tires installed at one of the best mechanics in New York that works on high-performance cars. One of the best shops. This guy's like a Porsche mechanic, man. He works on Porsches and Beamers and Volkswagens and Mercedes. And if you have a little Toyota Corolla, he'll take care of it. And he charges a very fair price. And he is one of the best. Beautiful, clean facility, big, gorgeous. You know, I see race cars parked out there. He's got a couple $1 million worth of inventory sitting there that he's working on. Taxes killing him. These old things, where am I going to go after this? What do I do? And that's the question on everybody. Same thing in California. Same thing in Illinois. You look at everywhere where the Democrats touch it, where the libtards touch it. Libtards who shouldn't be even allowed to run a lemonade stand. They run it into the ground. So when you look at most of these statistics, folks, the most impoverished people, where these statistics are coming from, you might say to yourself, well, I don't see any of these. I see massive job growth in my state, and I see a lot of people gainfully employed. I see everything's fine and hunky-dory. Well, that's your state, bro. I can take you to Nuevo York. I can take you to Camden, New Jersey. I can take you to Detroit, the Motor City. I can take you to Cleveland. I can take you to the entire damn state of California, pretty much. Or most of the welfare winds up in California. 40% of it, damn near. And in these libtard areas, with these libtard choke points, with these libtard ideals, and these libtard notions, and these libtard policies that are killing jobs, killing the economy. And these libtards think they know what's best for you. They want to bring that policy to a neighborhood near you, folks. We can't have that. There's no such thing as big government and big prosperity. Those things are two diametrically opposed, and they run congruent. They don't even run parallel. They bisect each other. There's just no way. No way. So that's your choice. You either want to make more money or you're going to be a serf. That's your choice. That is your choice in the new era. And we're seeing that problem all over the place, folks. Again, 52% of the country effectively non-productive.
Well, just in terms of the overall number, I mean, the issue is that there's a lot of these service sector related jobs out there that really nobody wants, V. And then I shouldn't say that. I mean, they want the jobs, but they want $20 an hour to do unskilled labor.
Yep.
And they have been conditioned to believe that they deserve this pay, that they deserve these jobs. And that's part of the problem. Now, mind you, V, that when that happens, when you have states passing these really high minimum wage increases, $18 an hour, 15, 18, 20, whatever it is, you name it, all that really does is just one of two things: either it drives up prices for consumers, or two, V, it forces these companies, and I won't say force, I think that they already had the plans in place, that they really streamline to find any type of automation, robotics to come in and replace a lot of these service sector jobs.
Yeah.
And so it's like a double-edged sword. And so you have people that say, we don't need immigration in this country. We don't need, unskilled labor. We don't need people making $10, $12 an hour. All that does is drive lower wages. Well, you're going to have to go get some skills. You're going to have to get a craft, a tradesmanship, some type of jobs to do that, but not because again, all that does is raise inflation.
Yep.
It also again systematically causes company. I just read the other day that Sam's Club, who is the wholesale, like if Walmart's not bigger enough, they need to have another bigger club called Sam's Club. That like in many of their stores that they're like, removing the majority of their checkouts and placing these huge self-service kiosks.
Yep.
One of the local grocery stores that I visit is called Meijer. And Meijer probably has more than 70% now. They have a self-service lane for 5 and 15 items, and they have a conveyor belt items for 25 items and above that are still self-service. Yep. So that's what we're moving to and so that's the danger. So when you see the welfare generation of 51.7 kids, it's very accurate. And I, at this point, like V, for my kids, like my sons, I have a son that's a sophomore, and he's going to be, taking that next step to pursue college and everything else. And obviously it's going to be his choice. I want him to make smart choices. Mm-hmm. But for those kids that are currently enrolled in those academia programs in college and, that are spending, getting student loans, spending, walking out of college $25,000, $30,000 in debt, expecting that their base salary is going to be,
$150,000 a year.
Yeah, $150,000.
That's what they expect.
Reality is gonna smack them in the face. So you multiply that forever government debt of student loans. You factor in higher rent prices, higher food prices, all these things in the equation. That's what that gets you. I think that just really defeats the whole problem. So we have big problems. We have big problems in this country. We need to bring back manufacturing into the United States, take a look and granted Trump's tariffs, Trump's efforts to bring more jobs, bring more manufacturing, totally get the idea of doing it. But at the same time, we have to really encourage American companies, influence incentives for them to bring that manufacturing back. That's what needs to take place here. That's the only way that we're going to reverse this cycle is to get back to a manufacturing job sector, higher paid. I mean, shoot, instantly, if the administration and hopefully Mitch McConnell passes it, if they were to pass the hemp farm bill and allow hemp to be grown across, the United States, and again, hemp is has less than 3% THC. Shoot, that could create a whole new revolution of jobs. Fuels. There's hempcrete that could use to be, build homes. America could be that mecca of hemp and export that to China, other countries that are wanting to use that for industrial purposes. Mm-hmm. But our legislatures don't see that. They would rather continue this government dependency, because when you build a society, a culture that's dependent upon a government and social programs, they will fight to keep that beast alive. They will be there and they want more of it. They want bigger government because that's what they believe is going to take care of them, V.
Yep, absolutely correct. 100%, man. And that's exactly where the rub comes into place, man. And you just can't have massively huge government and then expect prosperity. These are completely competing ideas. They don't work well together. You could have one or the other. You could have a tyrannical dystopia, or you could have a prosperous future. But you cannot have a big government along with prosperous future. It doesn't work. Does not work. Does not compute. And that's it, dude. I mean, it's people need to move forward, and that's all I gotta say. And folks, here's the deal. There's going to be more juicy details, and I can't wait because I'm about to run out. I'm about to go get my equipment together. I'm going to dust off my Alienware and be firing it up. with the new software, so I can start doing Gadfly shows. It's going to be awesome. So go over there, subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share. But also get over to the Gadfly. Get over to the Gadfly. The Gadfly. That's TheGadfly. The Gadfly. .vhx. That's V like V the gorilla. H like hates. X extreme lefties. Okay. thegadfly.vhx.tv. Okay. thegadfly.vhx.tv. Go there, subscribe, join the I mean, God, why wouldn't you want to do it? It's me, Willie, Paul, and Ken and CJ. I mean, why would you not want to be there? It's the place to be, man. It's the place to be.
Hey, be real quick too. And obviously there's no reason to, I mean, I saw some of the comments with, hey, look, I can't afford to do that right now and everything. So yeah, for those in that economic hardship, I wish your situation, wasn't like that. But we are offering a 7-day free preview. You do have to have a debit card because it will like authorize like $1 on your card just to show that it's a valid card. But go preview it. Go preview it for 7 days for free. And we're putting great content already on there. V has done a full audio video. And then also Jim, we did one with Jim as well. Jim Willie hasn't been on a video interview
since 2010 with Max
since 2010. Yeah.
Okay.
So just, there are new things there. You're not going to get just what we do on YouTube. So, and then more importantly, you're supporting us and our work, and we stop feeding the belly of the beast with YouTube. I know I canceled my YouTube Red this morning, and it felt good to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people that are doing it. They're canceling those worthless subs. They're canceling the excess, and I mean, $10 a month, man. It's really not a lot. But if you can't afford $10 a month, then you got bigger problems to worry about. And you got to figure out a way to create cash flow. Seriously, some cash flow. I'm not saying that you need to create cash flow so you can go join the Gadfly. I'm just saying you need cash flow in order to provide for your family, because if $10 puts you in a bind, you got problems. You got problems, and you need to work on them. And if you need help, I'm not throwing some advice out there, but if you need some help, maybe some advice, maybe a kick in the ass, maybe some right direction, feel free to email me, V@Rogue Money. Jeez, let's see that, man? It gave you the old email.
No, yeah, V@roguenews.com. and I'm the same way, CJ at roguenews.com. I mean, we truly want to help people. And so email us if you're in that situation, you're looking for creative ideas. I mean,
but I'm not going to baby you. I'm not going to baby you. I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to kick you in your ass. I'm going to motivate you.
So after
when
I'm
done with you, you're going to go out there and you're going to tackle it. Yes, if you want an ass kicking and get motivated and get out there and do something really change, and you want some ideas, you want to shoot some ideas off, see what works or what works not, reach out and email us. We'll gladly help you. But if you want like a shoulder to cry on, I am not the one. I am not the one. Hey, I'm just putting it out there, folks. Putting it out there. All right, with that being said, Siege, we're over and out, brother. Take it away.